Hey everybody, it's me, Mario5514, and welcome back to another Splatoon Talk video. In this video, we're going to be looking at some more what-if weapon kits for Splatoon 3. You guys liked the last videos that I've done, so I decided to make part 10 for you guys. Keep in mind, these are only what-ifs of what we could have gotten instead of what we currently have in Splatoon 3, so they're concept ideas. And without further ado, let's get started. First up is the Foil Squeezer. I think Autobomb and Inkjet would be interesting for this weapon to have, and not only that, Inkjet would work much better than Splatter Color Screen. So the only thing we're changing is the special, but it would be interesting to see the Squeezer have Inkjet as the regular Squeezer has Splash Wall and Trizooka. So I think giving it Autobomb and Inkjet would definitely be more of an upgrade for this weapon, as it is a little underrated, even though some people think that it's one of the worst weapons. The only weapon that goes in the worst weapon category is the Clash Blaster. So I think Foil Squeezer having Autobomb and Inkjet would be very interesting. I would use it myself if there were any other weapon choices besides what we have currently. Next up is the Carbon Roller Deco. I think Autobomb and Triple Ink Strike would be cool for this weapon to have, as looking back at Splatoon 1, the Carbon Roller Deco had Seeker and Bomb Rush, so Autobomb and Triple Ink Strike would kind of be that throwback to Splatoon 1 in terms of what Carbon Roller Deco used to have, until it got a new weapon kit in Splatoon 2, and then Splatoon 3 it got the Carbon Rollers kit, which is Burst Bomb and Trizooka. And you're probably asking, okay, if the Carbon Roller Deco has Autobomb and Triple Ink Strike, what does the Carbon Roller get, the regular model? We could just give it Burst Bomb and Trizooka. We can give the Carbon Roller Deco's kit to the regular model. I think this would definitely be more of an upgrade for the Carbon Roller, as Zipcaster does not work very well with the weapon. So I think Burst Bomb and Trizooka would work much better for the Carbon Roller, and we can give Carbon Roller Deco Autobomb and Triple Ink Strike. So, two flashbacks from Splatoon 1 very much likely could happen, but I mean, some people would want it, but I don't think Nintendo would add it. I wish, though. Next up is the Splatana Wiper with Autobomb and Tacticooler. The current Splatana Wiper kit has Torpedo and Ultra Stamp. I just think Splatana Wiper needs something more on the aggressive lines as well as supportive, and I think Tacticooler would work much better in that category, and Autobomb would be much better than Torpedo, as if you are using weapons that have Torpedo, you're probably going to get frustrated with people always shooting it down, as it's always going to be an open target. People would use it for target practice. So I think Autobomb and Tacticooler would work much better than Torpedo and Ultra Stamp for the Splatana Wiper. Next up is the Aerospray MG with Autobomb and Ultra Stamp. I think this weapon kit would be interesting for the Aerospray to have, as its current weapon kit is Fizzy Bomb and Reef Slider. So I think Autobomb would be a good upgrade, as well as Ultra Stamp gives it more of an aggressive push into the enemy's territory. So I think this weapon kit would work much better than Fizzy Bomb and Reef Slider. And the one thing about Reef Slider is that once you deploy it and then blow it up, you're basically out in the open for an attack. So Ultra Stamp would definitely be that weapon you can charge through with. Anyone who gets in your way is going to get smashed, unless they aim at you from the sides, from the rear, or if they shoot at your feet if they have like a Splatling. But Autobomb and Ultra Stamp is better than Fizzy Bomb and Reef Slider. Next up is the Jet Squelcher with Ink Mine and Big Bubbler. You know, a lot of people are going to say Jet Squelcher is not going to have a good kit. It's probably going to be it's not going to have a good kit because of being an unhealthy backline that it was in Splatoon 2. So I think Ink Mine and Big Bubbler would be something for the Jet Squelcher, as it could protect itself from a distance as well with Big Bubbler. And then Ink Mine, you could use it to see where your opponents are coming from, so it marks where they are, and you're able to attack them from a distance. Considering looking at Jet Squelcher's range, it has longer range than the Splattershot Pro, but with reduced damage. But still, a good kit for the Jet Squelcher to have than Angle Shooter and Ink Vac. We need an upgrade for this weapon without making it unhealthy. Next up are the Dapple Doolies. I think Squid Beacon and Triple Ink Strike would be interesting for this weapon, as its current weapon kit is Squid Beacon and Tacticooler. I mean, we could just we could keep the Squid Beacon on Dapple Doolies because, I mean, looking back at Splatoon 2, Dapple Doolies having Squid Beacon was a very good sub for it to have, but I mean, in Splatoon 3, not much changed with this weapon, except instead of Suction Bomb Launcher that it had, we could just replace, it now has Tacticooler. So I think Triple Ink Strike would be kind of a flashback moment for the Dapple Doolies for the Splatoon 2 era. But I don't know if anyone wants Dapple Doolies to have Triple Ink Strike, but I mean, it's much better than Tacticooler in some cases, as the Dapple Doolies want to keep moving around, considering its range is down in the garbage can somewhere. Next up are the Glooga Doolies. I think Fizzy Bomb and Inkjet would be very interesting for these weapons to have, as its current weapon kit has Splash Wall and Booyah Bomb. Looking back at Splatoon 2, the Glooga Doolies had Ink Mine and Inkjet, and I don't know how Ink Mine would benefit Glooga Doolies much, but I think Fizzy Bomb would give it more of a reach, and then Inkjet allows you to take it to the skies and blast them from the air, unless someone has a charger that they can shoot you down with. But I mean, Glooga Doolies having Fizzy Bomb and Inkjet would be very interesting, and not only that, it would give him more leeway. With the Glooga Doolies Deco, which has Point Sensor and Trizooka. So I think Fizzy Bomb and Inkjet would work for this weapon, but I don't know if people want to deviate from the Splash Wall Booyah Bomb kit that it currently has. But I mean, it would be something to see besides Point Sensor and Trizooka with the Deco model. Next up is the Tri-Stringer with Fizzy Bomb and Inkstorm. I think this weapon kit would work for Tri-Stringer, as it's kind of in a spot where it's like a good backline, but it's a backline that people don't use as much compared to the Inkline Tri-Stringer, which has Sprinkler and Super Chump. Fizzy Bomb allows you to attack from a distance, as you're able to shake up the can, and allows you to have a long-ranged arc, and then allows you to blow up in 3 parts. If any of your opponents are caught within those 3, they're splatted. And Inkstorm allows you to maintain control, allowing you to shoot at anyone who's outside of the Inkstorm and driving them out. Even if they were in the Inkstorm and they're trying to recover their health, you could just shoot at them and just make them suffer even more. So I think Fizzy Bomb and Inkstorm would work for the regular Tri-Stringer than Toxic Mist and Killer Whale 5.1. This would definitely work more. Next up is the L3 Nozzle Nose. I think Auto Bomb and Booyah Bomb would work for this weapon, as its current weapon kit is Curling Bomb and Crab Tank. I mean, with the L3 Nozzle Nose D in a good spot, as well as the H3 models, the L3 Nozzle Nose is kind of in an odd place, as it has Curling Bomb and Crab Tank. Its Dolphin model has Burst Bomb and Ultra Stamp. So I think Auto Bomb and Booyah Bomb would definitely be a huge upgrade for the L3, as it needs something to fight with, and Auto Bomb is more effective than Curling Bomb, and Booyah Bomb would be much more powerful than Crab Tank, as you're able to throw it deep into the enemy's base, or throw it where people are attacking your teammates at. So this would definitely work. And not only that, once you throw it, you could just go back to your fast-paced shooting, as the L3 has the faster firing rate than the H3 model. So I think Auto Bomb and Booyah Bomb would work much better than Curling Bomb and Crab Tank for the L3 Nozzle Nose. Next up is the Bamboozler MK1. I think Splash Wall and Killer Whale 5.1 would be interesting. Looking back at Splatoon 1, this weapon had Splash Wall and Killer Whale, so I think this would be a throwback to what it had in Splatoon 1, as its current weapon kit has Auto Bomb and Killer Whale 5.1. So it's kind of original in a way, but the only thing that they changed was the sub-weapon, from Splash Wall to Auto Bomb. But I mean, Splash Wall would work, as it allows you to have some form of protection to protect yourself, and it allows you to take your shots from a distance, and then you can deploy the Killer Whale 5.1, allowing you to change your position and questioning where you are from the opponent's point of view. They're like, where are they? Where are they? Where is he? Where is he? And they're like, what? So I think Splash Wall and Killer Whale 5.1 would definitely be much more, it would be much more fun to have than Auto Bomb and Killer Whale 5.1. Don't get me wrong, Auto Bomb is not bad, but I kind of prefer a sub-weapon that allows me to protect myself if I'm using a charger. So Splash Wall would definitely work for this weapon more, as main power-up is no longer a thing in the Splatoon 3 era as it was in Splatoon 2, and would damage up in Splatoon 1. So this would definitely work much better for it. Next up is the Splatoon Stamper Novo. I think Autobomb and Tenta missiles would be interesting for this weapon to have, considering the fact the few weapons that I know of that have Tenta missiles are the Splatoon Wiper Deco, the Reflex 450, the Flings a Roller, and the regular Goo Tuber. I think Splatoon Stamper Novo getting Tenta missiles would definitely be more helpful for it, more than Toxic Mist and Crab Tank. But I don't know if people would want to deviate from the Toxic Mist Crab Tank kit that it currently has to Autobomb and Tenta missiles, even though the Splatoon Stamper has Burst Bomb and Zipcaster. So I think Autobomb and Tenta missiles would be more of a helpful, kind of aggressive weapon than it is currently. And not only that, Tenta missiles allow you to fire them off, give free recon of where your opponents are, and it allows you to keep using your weapon without any problems. I mean, with Crab Tank, you are exposed from the back, but you do have a very powerful damage output with the rapid fire machine gun cannons, as well as from the tank cannons that allows you to fire a heavy-duty shot from a distance. But I think Autobomb and Tenta missiles would be interesting for this weapon to have, but I don't think Nintendo would add this. And finally is the Foil Flings a Roller. I think Suction Bomb and Inkjet would be an upgrade for this weapon, as Inkjet is better than Splatter Color Screen. So I think giving this weapon Suction Bomb and Inkjet would be very interesting for this weapon to have, as there's only a handful of weapons that have Inkjet, and it's the Anaki Splattershot Nova, the Charcoal Decavitator, and the Rapid Blaster Deco that I know of that has Inkjet. So giving Foil Flings a Inkjet would definitely be interesting for it to have, as you're able to take it to the skies. Not only that, seeing a roller with Inkjet would be something I would like to see, as we rarely get that kind of thing in Splatoon 3 as we did in Splatoon 2. So I think this would definitely work much better than Suction Bomb and Splatter Color Screen that it currently has. And that's it. That is all of our weapon kits. If you guys like the video, be sure you subscribe, and don't forget to leave a like on the video. If you want to see more weapon kits like these, just send a comment below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And until then, stay fresh.